Not, hold on, hold on.
Fun in the Sun Bronx, New York 12th District Community Engagement Festival is back. Come to Evander Childs Football Field, 800 East Gun Hill Road, starting at 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Need to be vaccinated? Stop by the Healthy Village Pop-Up Vaccine Center on the field, and the Wealthy Village experience awaits you with products to fit your needs. Have children? Travel to the Children's Village and experience live entertainment on the Yogi Bear truck, broadcast training, and other fun activities at 10 a.m.
We have food and clothing distribution. It's free. And out front on Gun Hill Road, get a taste of some nice food with a taste of the Bronx Caribbean Eats.
Tour the field, visit the exhibitors, collect your prizes and surprises. Then get ready for showtime from 2:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. with Judith Gale, Carlene Davis, and Papa San. I said Papa San. Did you hear me? Papa San. We are gonna big up Jesus, spread his love, and build back our community better.
This event is sponsored by Good Neighbors Community Outreach Agency, New Testament Temple Church of God, Glory Music, New York City Council, Victoria Mutual Group,
Chorus Eats, IHOP, Urban Hope, Jesus Summer, Grace Mart, City World Group, J&M Money Services, DYCD, and Teddy Nissan. Call 914-275-3961 or 917-374-8580 or visit our website funinthesun.nyc.
Don't forget, wear your mask and be safe.
Well. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Fun in the Sun Live Online. My name is Denise Lacey Gomez. It's my pleasure having you here this evening. I am the host of Inside the Zone with Lady D. And this evening, of course, Fun in the Sun Live Online is here for a very special reason. I have three very important guests with me on the platform this evening. And Fun in the Sun, the 12th District Community Engagement Fun in the Sun Festival, will be held on Saturday, August 7, 2021. We are just, let's do the math. Today is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 3 days away. And aren't we busy? Aren't we getting in the groove of getting this event together? And it could not be done without partnership. My very special guests this evening, Councilmember Kevin Riley, Reverend Gladstone Johnson, and Reverend Paul Peart. And I will allow them at this time to introduce themselves, starting with Councilmember Kevin Riley.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Councilmember Kevin Riley from the 12th District, and I'm truly excited. I've been working in government for the last 13 years, and for the last few years, Fun in the Sun has been a huge community engagement event that brings all parts of the community together where we could fellowship, celebrate small businesses within our community, look at resources, and have fun with our children. One thing we see up here is we don't have a lot of things to do with our children sometimes. And Fun in the Sun is definitely going to establish something to do with our kids, from having the Children's Village. And then most importantly, being that we're in COVID-19, the Health Village is really going to be very important this year to encourage people to go and get vaccinated, encourage people to go get tested for COVID-19, and also to encourage people to check on their healthy well-being moving forward. So I'm truly excited to be a part of this amazing group. This partnership is very, very important to me. The amount of work that has been done behind the scenes has been incredible, and I know that Saturday we all are going to come together between 10 to 8 and have an amazing time at the Vanda Childhood's football field, which is right across the street from my alma mater, Immaculate Conception. So much nostalgia in that area for me, and my office is located right down the block. So really, really looking forward to this partnership, looking forward to this event, looking forward to this new partnership with other elected officials in the district, such as Speaker Carl Hasty, Senator John Taylor, and Congressman Jamal Bowman. Who will be present and definitely will be giving us resources also to those events. So thank you so much for having me today. It's going to be an amazing time. Our district truly needs this. This last year has been challenging, and I don't want to take up too much time, but I just really want to express how challenging this last year has been. So anytime we could kind of get together as a community, enjoy each other's company, share resources, share love amongst each other. Because if you need to share love with your neighbors, I'm sorry, is that just on my end or okay? If you need to share love with your neighbors, I think after this year that we all went through, this is the time to do so. So please come by this Saturday from 10 to 8. We're going to be at Vanda Child's Field. We're going to be all day. Please come by with your good hearts, your smiles on your faces. Please bring your children and let's have a great time.
All right, Council Member, thank you so much. And of course, I go on over to Reverend Paul Peart. Pastor Peart, go ahead and introduce yourselves to the world so that those who have never met you will hear who you are and what you do. Pastor Peart, you have to unmute.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. A wonderful good day, good evening, good afternoon, all of you. I'm Pastor Paul Peart. I'm the senior pastor here at New Testament Temple Church of God and president of the Good Neighbors Community Outreach Agency. And of course, it's our joy and pleasure to be coming to you over this medium to just chat for a little bit and to encourage you to tune into our program coming up. As you heard, Fun in the Sun is this Saturday. This year, our theme is around liberty in the sun. Usually, we used to say fun in the sun, but sometimes fun and liberty are connected. Take, for instance, you know that our people have been going through a lot of struggles. We have been enslaved. You know, Jamaica is celebrating emancipation in this season. And we think that it's so important to look back sometimes and remember where our ancestors have come from. And in consideration of the fact that we are now, to a certain extent, free, we need to get together and celebrate and remember what has been achieved. Now, I said to a certain extent free because we know that slavery or enslavement can exist in many different ways. Persons can be enslaved financially because the word of God says the borrower is a slave to the lender. And we know that most of our people are somewhat in debt. And so we want to encourage people to consider the journey ahead in terms of getting fully liberated. There can be still physical bondages going on, like human trafficking or mass incarceration. And so we need to look and consider these things, that those of us that are still free, or to a certain extent free, must take some time and celebrate and have some fun. Because again, you never know when your liberty can be snatched away from you again by in one way, shape, or form. So in just a brief word, this year we are focusing on celebrating liberty. So it's a liberty in the sun. So I want to invite everyone to come out and have some fun in the sun. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And Pastor Glad Johnson. Pastor Glad, let's hear from you.
Thank you very much, and greetings to the listening audience. I guess it would be important for me to share with the audience a little bit of the beginnings of Fun in the Sun, because Kevin mentioned, and Pastor Peart also, the importance of having fun, but it has to be the kind of fun that would be pleasing to God. And in 2002, when the Fun in the Sun was initiated in Jamaica, it was a concern for our children that drove the whole thing. The young people was coming on the island, college students for spring break, and we recognized that there was nothing fun and positive for our children, and that was a crisis for us. And it's out of that crisis that Fun in the Sun was birthed. And so we're delighted to know that it has come this far, and so many young people have really been transformed. I'm so pleased for what it's doing in our church here, the New Testament Temple. It has mobilized our young people. Right, even as we're speaking to you here, the church is full of young people doing social media, preparing all the different, working all the different areas. And it's exciting to see. But as you come on Saturday, one of the things I want to tell you to do is to bring your cart, your shopping cart, because not only are you going to have fun with the entertainment, but there's going to be a lot of food that is going to be distributed for you. There are going to be a lot of surprises and prizes given out. I see things like air conditioning. I've seen all kinds of nice new stuff that a truckload of it that came in that will be given out on Saturday. So just come prepared to take something home with you. And so we're ready to go, and we're looking forward to seeing the community come together. When Pastor Peart and I sat and talked about this, he said that what he wanted was for the people of this region to see the stakeholders pulling together. And we believe the stakeholders is the faith leaders, the elected officials, and the business leaders. And that's what we have accomplished. The business leaders in this community, they're a part of it, they're involved, they've donated, they've given cash and in-kind donation to a certain degree. Then the faith leaders are involved, and our elected official with our council member Kevin Riley being the leader there, bringing the elected officials to the table. And this is going to please the people of this community, because once the leaders have come together,
Yes,
it creates a synergy, a unity. And it also releases peace in the community.
absolutely. Thank you, Pastor Glad. Thank you, Pastor Peart. Thank you, Councilman Kevin Riley. This year, like I did a few days ago, will be our ninth year. And it has been 8 years of success. We have seen the growth in our community, the cohesiveness. We have seen the community coming together, and we have seen people being blessed, walking away from our event, revived, restored, leaving mentally stable and ready to face other challenges that they have in life. And so the staging of this event, it encompasses all that you have mentioned, in addition to our entertainment that we have for our audience when they come. This year we have Judith Gale. She was with us back in 2015, and she's returning this year. We have Carleen Davis. She's the wife of Tommy Cowan. And we have our very own dearly beloved gentleman who we just can't get enough of him. That's Papa San. And Councilman Riley, have you ever seen Papa San in action?
Unfortunately, I haven't. So
Oh, well,
I cannot wait to see him on Saturday. And my mother's birthday is the 8th, so she will be accompanying me this Saturday. So we're gonna celebrate her birthday with Papa San.
So can I tell you, you will be
dancing.
You'll be jumping all over the place.
You're in for a treat.
I'm telling you, you perhaps might need a bit of a translator, but you'll get it. It's gonna be good. So we're looking forward to having everyone. Just want to give them a quick rundown also of what we'll be having there on the field. Food distribution, the Children's Village. So to give you a timeline, ladies and gentlemen, we start at 10 a.m. with our Children's Village. And in addition to the Children's Village, we have the Wealthy Village, where people will get their wealth information, investments, banking, housing, you name it, they'll have that. The Healthy Village, where we'll have the pop-up vaccines, the persons who need to be vaccinated or have their COVID test done. You'll be able to have that done there. In addition to blood pressure checks, diabetes, you name it, there will be services provided for that. Also, we have the clothing distribution through the Good Neighbors Community Outreach Agency. That's a very important arm of the organization's outreach programs. And we will be having people leaving with their bags of food, bag of clothing. I'm not sure, for several years now, you've had people walking away from an event with such an abundance of blessing. And they look forward to that every year. Last year, we have to commend everyone who became a part of this event, because when we had the COVID-19 pandemic hitting us here, we wanted to host the event nevertheless, virtually. And it was awesome. We maintained the protocols, everything, and people were still blessed online. And so this year it's both in person and online. So persons who are not able to come to the event site with us, you will be able to log on to our virtual portals and watch this event. What better way in the Bronx? And you perhaps, gentlemen, could join in with me here, but this is one of our largest events here in the Northeast Bronx. And it has maintained its momentum, and each year it gets better and better.
And this year we're gonna have. This year also, I just want to shout him out because my staffer Jermaine Antonetti and his group will also be performing. And definitely want to give him a shout out because he's so excited to do so, and just encouraging our younger people just to participate in this event is really, really a blessing. So just wanted to shout him out real quick.
All righty. And before we wrap up, we have a few minutes to go. I'd just like to hear how you all feel about this partnership and where it will take us.
Yes, let me just mention that this event is not just local, it's also global, and we try not to just but to also promote some substantial things. Like, take for instance, this year we are promoting things like adopting clinics, let's say on the island of Jamaica, where many of us are from. So we're promoting that. In fact, Good Neighbors is adopting a clinic in Gordon Town in Kingston. Is it Kingston, Pastor Glad?
East Rural St. Andrew.
East Rural St. Andrew.
Yes.
And we're also promoting tree planting. People making donations towards planting trees. As we know, there's a climate crisis going on. Partly because we have been cutting down the trees and it's affecting the climate. And so one of the things we can do to get some carbon back out of the atmosphere is to plant trees. So because trees are made with carbon, and so we are promoting some things like adopting a clinic, tree planting, and food security. Pastor Glad, can you talk a bit about food security?
Yes, certainly, Pastor. We our ministry, Good Neighbors and New Testament Temple, over 20 years ago, Pastor Peart had the vision to start a food pantry, and of course, everything God starts, it starts in seed form.
Mm-hmm.
Took some monies from the tithes and offering and went up to the warehouse foods and bought some bags of rice and flour and sugar, and bagged them out and started slowly to distribute to the community. From there, we connected with some food banks who would then, when they had surplus food, they would send it our ways. In the early days, many times when we got the food, especially the fruits and vegetables, by the time they got to us, we had to put them right in garbage bags and put them in the garbage. But we were faithful through the process. And then the pandemic hit, and we had lines of people wrapped around our building coming because we knew that our ministry provided food, and God opened the door, connected us with the New York City Food Bank, and we went from serving 300 families per week to now serving over 2,000 families per week. And in addition to that, we have 50 churches that we resource with food to help their communities. And so that's where so we recognize that we did a research that there's a real food insecurity problem. And so, but we have secured the 12th district because we recognize that we had all the single mothers. Some of them are they live in attic apartments and stuff. And so what we did, we put together a kit that is rodent protected from the rodents, and we give each of them a kit where they can take their food, store their non-perishable food in there, and once a month they can come to the pantry and restock, in addition to 3 days a week coming and getting their fruits and vegetables. So and so now we're looking to expand this food security program because it's needed in the Caribbean and also in Africa. And so we are asking those of you who understand the importance of keeping the people well fed to join our team to provide the resource, the money or in-kind donations so that we can continue. You know, we learned something several years ago about hunger. And, you know, if you watch television and they'll show you sometimes in Africa, these children that are starving and their stomach is distended and their eyes are popping out. And so we kind of been programmed. That's what hunger looks like. But that is not hunger. That is starvation. Hungry people look just like you and I. So there are many people who are hungry, but you cannot tell by their physical appearance. And so it's a real issue. And with the help of our councilman, we are addressing this issue here in the Northeast Bronx.
Thank you, Pastor Glad. And as we're wrapping up, your final comments, Pastor Peart, Councilmember Riley.
Yes, and so the impression that we want to give or not give is that fun is about having fun in the SON, but it's not just about having fun. It's also about uniting together so that we can address together the real needs of the community. So whether it's housing, our food, our clothing, we come together and we rejoice as we bless one another. So it's good to have partnership so we can all do that together.
Thank you, Pastor Peart. Councilmember Riley.
Thank you, Lady D, and thank you, Pastor Peart. Reverend Peart and Pastor Gladstone. Just to piggyback off of Pastor Gladstone real quick. Yes, Good Neighbors has been doing an amazing job prior to the pandemic, but when the pandemic picked up, Good Neighbors picked it up. And when you say you walked across Boston Road and you look within the block and you see that long line, yes, sometimes we see pictures and videos and we see people and we might see their ribs and they're starving, but there are people amongst our community who don't have the necessary needs to provide food for their family. So it's so imperative for food insecurity. And sometimes we're a victim of our own success. You may look up here, you may see houses, and you may think people up here are wealthy, but we are struggling and we're suffering just like everyone else. So thank you, Good Neighbors. Thank you, Pastor Peart. Thank you, Lady D. Thank you, Pastor Gladstone. Even our city council, I think Jamal's gonna let you know, but we gave you guys an additional $11,000 to $12,000 for your pantry, just so you could continue the excellent work. And we're gonna try to even give you guys some more moving forward. But thank you so much for your services. And Lady D, you asked a question about partnerships moving forward. Even when we were speaking about Fun in the Sun, so many ideas came about that first meeting. I know me and Pastor Gladstone have a really strong passion for financial literacy. So I know that's something that we're going to be doing in the future. But just working together and kind of tying all elected officials, stakeholders, clergy, together. That's the only way we're going to bring our community forward, especially after this pandemic. If we're not doing it together, then it's going to be an issue, and someone's going to feel left out. So thank you so much for allowing me to be here with you all today and speak about this important event that we're doing on Saturday and what we're going to do moving forward.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Fun in the Sun, the 12th District Community Engagement Fun in the Sun. It's a festival. Take your family with you. The children will have their own entertainment. They even have a Yogi Bear truck. So, performances are going to be happening on the truck. And you will have a chance to meet someone new, to make a friend, to share a good news. Something exciting is happening in my life. I'd like to let you know, and meet a friend, make a friend. That's Pastor Pierce.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Pastor Pierce saying we have to make a friend. So that's how our story goes around here in our neck of the woods. We make a friend. So thanks to everyone who tuned in this evening. Don't forget, we start at 10 a.m. and we end at 8 this year. Please don't think, oh, they might go until 9. We'll be ending at 8 o'clock.
Sharp.
Thank you, Pastor Glad. So please, whatever you need to do, set your almanac, set your calendar, notify yourself through your devices, whatever you know, set that date and time, because we need to take a photograph that people will have to say, oh my gosh, so many people were there and they were in masks. So please come out and be there at Evander Charles Football Field, 800 East Gun Hill Road in the Bronx. Looking forward to seeing everyone. Let's have liberty in the sun. And for those of you who are just joining us and you missed this,
Fun in the Sun Bronx, New York 12th District Community Engagement Festival is back. Come to Evander Charles Football Field, 800 East Gun Hill Road, starting at 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Need to be vaccinated? Stop by the Healthy Village Pop-Up Vaccine Center on the field, and the Wealthy Village experience awaits you with products to fit your needs. Have children? Travel to the Children's Village and experience live entertainment on the Yogi Bear truck, broadcast training, and other fun activities at 10 a.m.
We have food and clothing distribution. It's free. And out front on Gun Hill Road, get a taste of some nice food with a taste of the Bronx Caribbean eats.
Tour the field, visit the exhibitors, collect your prizes and surprises. Then get ready for showtime from 2:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. with Judith Gale, Carlene Davis, and Papa San. I said Papa San. Did you hear me? Papa San. We are gonna big up Jesus, spread his love, and build back our community better.
This event is sponsored by Good Neighbors Community Outreach Agency, New Testament Temple Church of God, Glory Music, New York City Council, Victoria Mutual Group,
Chorus Eats, IHOP, Urban Hope, Jesus Summer, Grace Mart, City World Group, J&M Money Services, DYCD, and Teddy Nissan. Call 914-275-3961 or 917-374-8580 or visit our website funinthesun.nyc.
Don't forget, wear your mask and be safe.
okay. So thank you all for joining, and have yourselves a wonderful Wednesday evening, everyone. See you on Saturday.
See you on Saturday, everyone.
Okay, bless you.
Pastor
Mr. Man, bless you.
All right. Bye-bye.